Old Alabama gardener on drying green onions. First, we got to pull a bunch of onions. Now you notice that I'm cutting the white part off, and the reason for that is because that is the part my wife likes to eat the most. Now I'm going to cut these green onion blades in about 1/2 to 3/4 inch lengths. Now you can cut them about 1/4 inch long if you want to, but I thought that the longer length would give me more onion flavor. Now I'm going to measure the undried cut onion tops so that after they're dried, I will measure them again, and then I will know how much fresh onions it takes to produce how much dried onion. As I dump a cup of fresh onions into the bowl, you notice I'm putting a little piece of onion there on the cutting board, and that'll help me keep track of how many cups of onions I had. So I have a total of 6 cups of undried onions. These are ready to go into the dehydrator. I don't have a dehydrator full, so I will insert a tray in every other slot. Notice it says we should dry vegetables at 125 degrees, so we will set our dial to 125. And we'll set our timer for 3 hours to start with. So now here's our dried green onion tops. Notice that I have another plastic screen over the top of them, and that's because as the onions began to dry out, the fan in the dehydrator began to blow them around, so I didn't want that. At this point, you want to be kind of careful with them because they are thoroughly dried, and if you get too rough with them, then they will crumble and begin to crush up into smaller pieces. So now let's measure the dried onions and see what we've got. Looks like we got about 1½ cups of dehydrated onion tops.